with everything.
When Corey was just touring and we were talking on Twitter, it was always fun and lighthearted, and I don't even remember any like bad people coming into that. It was when he did his first campaign, when he stopped touring and decided to try to help the children. That's when they came out, and it was like a swarm.
I have this tweet on my phone of what Corey said, and what basically caused the dam to burst is this tweet that he said that said, "I'm hatching up a plan to come forward and, expose these predators that are pedophiles in Hollywood." And after that happened, it was all bets were off. And the floodgates opened and the dam burst, and all these Twitter messages and just everything came flooding in.
It was like, as soon as I finally said, okay, I'm gonna say something, the next 3 days were insane. I almost got run over by 2 trucks, and I was literally saved somehow miraculously within inches of my life. I don't know how I was saved that day. It was a true miracle. But all I can say is that God saved me for a reason. So then the next day, a couple of my band members were arrested, and the press lied and said that I was arrested. And then the third day, I got a call from the Inquirer that they were going to print the Sheen story, which led me to remember every moment of my life, like everything flashed before me. And I suddenly realized I don't need to be on this tour. I need to keep my promise to Corey, and I need to get my truth out there no matter what.
I was terrified because guess what? People want to kill him because they don't want what he has to say to come out.
Wolfpack. Clever. So I know this. Start with Bobby Wolf, because I know that's the guy.
No, we start with Judy Hayne. Bobby Wolf, obviously.
Okay, so that's this guy, and he's
some fan. I don't know how you spell his name.
He's just a fan of what?
I have no idea.
You've never met him or
Never met him, never spoken to him. It's somebody that started working with Judy.
The Wolfpack is doing things on social media like Twitter messages, Facebook messages that are threatening you, disparaging you, defaming you, accusing you of bad things.
And going after my fans and attacking them and basically telling them that they don't want to participate, they don't want to support me, it's all a sham. And when they don't listen and they keep defending me, then they start attacking them personally.
You're saying is Judy's part of the Wolfpack?
I think Judy is the queen of the Wolfpack.
Okay, and how does she know Bobby Wolf?
I mean, Courtney, you want to, right?
I think she's definitely working with the Wolfpack to discredit and defame Corey, for sure.
I made videos for Judy Hayne for 6 to 8 months trying to discredit Corey Feldman because that's what she wanted. All of Corey Feldman's disappointments and what a fool he is, but it went a lot deeper than that, and it got really vicious and really mean.
Yeah, we've got screenshots of all of these group convos with Judy and Bobby Wolf.
Judy would be in a chat room on Facebook with the people that were making these videos, were tweeting out horrible things, and she was in the chat room with these people, telling them to call social services and have Corey's son taken away.
I also have one that says we need to re-brainwash people about Corey Feldman.
And is she saying this to
me?
And in this chat room?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, seeing her part of these conversations, encouraging things like this was really upsetting.
I question, is it being done because they don't want something to come out? Are they trying to hide something? What's the deal?
Well, I've had an opportunity to look at some of the emails and text messages from Corey's mom. She's upset that Corey Feldman identified Corey Haim as a victim of child abuse, and it's really sad reading her stuff because she's obviously a mother that's deeply in pain and trying to protect and preserve the memory of her son. In reading her stuff, I could feel her pain and her desperation. And I think the way that she's coping with it is slandering my client, defaming my client, libeling my client, organizing other people to go after my client. somehow she's finding some solace and peace of mind in this activity.
I think Judy is terrified that someday the truth will come out about things that she's done or things that she hasn't done. I think she knows she's responsible for things that happen to him. And let it happen.
Judy and I had exchanged many emails. My perception is that she knew exactly what was going on because it was dated July 25th, 2013, and it said, "You know as well as I do that the media will want to know who that was, especially because you mentioned the fact that the guy on Lucas is well known and makes a lot of money. They'll know it was Charlie." I can't read the whole email in one piece, so I can't tell you everything that was said, but it goes on to say, "I don't want people to start calling me and asking about this. I will have to be honest about things that I think are going to be wrong or agree to things that are right on the money. And then I have to answer questions that I may not want to answer." In another email dated April 17th, 2011, she writes, "Charlie the Nutcase was in Toronto for the last 3 days. I called his manager a while ago while I knew Charlie was coming here, and I told him to have Charlie go to the cemetery and visit one of his co-stars and learn something. I don't think he went. Big surprise."
Would it surprise me to know that Corey's mom already knew about the Charlie Sheen rape? It would not surprise me that she knew about it. Would he tell his mom? Yeah, because they were like buddies. You know what I mean? Like the kind of relationship they had. I think he told her all kinds of things that were, dark and secretive for him. I don't think he hid very much from her.
Judy and I had a conversation about it after Corey was dead. And we'd had conversations before that, but she pretends we didn't. And at that time, she said, "Well, I only knew this 4 years ago. He only told me this part of it 4 years ago." I said, "Judy, that's impossible. It's impossible. Because we've talked about this stuff before." She's like, "I knew something happened, I just didn't know the details. But then he finally told me." But here's the kicker. The kicker is, you know. So why not be a fucking man about it and tell the world what you know? Why not go out there and say, "You know what? Yeah, this happened. My kid told me he was raped by a man on a set that I brought him to. And I feel terrible about that. But you know what? I gotta pay my dues. Because that's life. You suit up, you take responsibility for your actions. It's your responsibility, Judy Haim, yours, not anybody else's. So stop blaming it on me and stop blaming it on other people. Grow up."
Let me ask you this. What if I told you that Judy knew that Charlie had done this to Corey?
Judy knowing that Charlie had been molesting her son, her child, her blood, the one person in her life that she was supposed to protect at all costs. One of the most horrendous things I can possibly imagine a parent doing. Yeah, I would do anything to protect